Hello, my name is Dr. Rob Harland. I'm a consultant psychiatrist at South London and Maudsley NHS Foundation Trust. I'm also the clinical director for adult mental health services in the borough. I want to tell you something about some plans that we've developed to improve mental health services in Lambeth. Our hospital wards are very old and we need to make improvements. Some of the buildings were built in the 1930s and they're really not designed for patients now to use them. They do not enable us to provide the dignity, care and safety we would want to give our service users. We've developed options to improve the quality of inpatient services for Lambeth residents. Our first option is to do nothing and to not move the inpatient wards. This means we would not move the adult inpatient wards off the Lambeth Hospital site, and service users would continue to use the existing wards and buildings. We would continue to maintain the existing wards while we consider what to do. Our second option, which is our preferred option, is to move inpatient services from Lambeth Hospital to new high-quality facilities on the Maudsley Hospital site in Denmark Hill. This means 4 adult inpatient wards and the psychiatric intensive care unit would be moved. The number of beds would be the same. We did look at a number of other options. We looked at whether we could refurbish the existing buildings, rebuild on the Lambeth site, or build a new hospital elsewhere in Lambeth. But these would all have cost a lot more money. Also, we need to release the Lambeth site to enable us to improve our other hospital sites. As these options were unrealistic and unsustainable, they were not developed into options for the consultation. So our preferred option is to move the Lambeth wards into new facilities on the Maudsley Hospital site. There is already one ward for male Lambeth residents on the Maudsley site, and there is a long history of Lambeth wards being housed here. We are carrying out a consultation to get your views on this proposal, whether you agree with the move, what benefits you think it could have, and what concerns you may have, and whether you have any other solutions or alternative options you think we should consider. The wards at Lambeth Hospital are really no longer fit for purpose. They don't meet modern design guidance, which recommends ensuite bathrooms, access to outdoor space and therapeutic space. We must improve the quality and safety of our inpatient wards to meet the most basic needs of our patients. These images show the current issues with the wards at Lambeth Hospital. The current structural design of the buildings mean that they are not as safe as they should be for treating people with a mental illness, and who may be at risk of harming themselves. It's a poor quality working environment for our staff. These are the bedrooms. They're very basic rooms with few facilities for service users. They're very institutional in their appearance. Most of them don't have their own ensuite bathrooms. There are not enough bathroom facilities available. These 2 bathrooms are shared by 18 men. Toilets and showers often become blocked due to structural problems with the drainage system. The corridors are dark, and there are poor lines of sight for staff. This is particularly important to keep service users safe. If you look at the convex mirror in the picture on the left, this is there so that staff can see round the corner into the next corridor. The facilities are poor. This shows the dining room. Service users collect their meal from the hatch, which you can see by the window to the left. It's a very institutional environment. There are no purpose-designed facilities for therapeutic activities. Only one ward has unsupervised access to an outdoor area and fresh air. The environment is very cramped for service users and staff. Here's a map of the current location and the location of the proposed new building. The Maudsley Hospital site is less than 3 miles away and is on the border of Lambeth and Southwark. There is space there to develop new purpose-built wards. There is already one ward for male Lambeth residents on the Maudsley site, and there is a long history of Lambeth wards being housed there. The Maudsley Hospital is opposite King's College Hospital, giving service users easy access to physical health care as well. We have permission to build a new building. We have appointed specialist mental health architects to design it. They held workshops with doctors and nurses, service users and carers from a number of boroughs to help shape the design so it's exactly what we need. This animated fly-through gives you an introduction to the building. This is the exterior. We're now entering the building into a reception area. You can see there's places to sit and relax. There's an internal courtyard which creates a light well up through the entire building. There's an area that can be used for an art exhibition, for example. We're now going into a lift up to one of the wards. We're entering the ward, going past family rooms and staff rooms into a day space, and then turning to go down a bedroom corridor. You can see it's naturally lit by a light well to the right. We're going into a bedroom. You can see it's much improved from the current facilities, with an ensuite bathroom. We're now going back into the corridor and down to a day space area. You can see the accessible staff area from which there are good lines of sight, and behind it there's a staff office. There's seating areas for service users. It's less institutional, and you can see the outside balcony, which will have safety glass. A welcoming reception area. Lots more space for therapeutic activities. All designed based on feedback from staff and patients. It's a more therapeutic environment with access to therapy and treatment rooms. There are quiet rooms, family rooms, and a multi-faith space. There is direct, unsupervised access from every ward to large outdoor balconies with trees, plantings, and fresh air. The ground floor has internal courtyards, and there's a roof terrace on the top floor. There's private office space for staff. The building is more energy efficient and it needs less maintenance. The consultation was launched on the 4th of March and it runs until the 31st of May this year. You can download a copy of our survey and the full consultation document from our website. Alternatively, complete the survey online. If you have any questions or want to discuss the proposal, then you can call us free or email us. We really do want to hear your views, so we can consider them when we make a decision. Once the consultation has closed, the responses will be collated and analysed independently. We will look at all the feedback we receive. The final decision will be made by the NHS South East London Clinical Commissioning Group around July. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. We hope you have found it helpful in understanding our vision to improve mental health services in Lambeth.